Mr. Light Relief. Never underestimate the power of a chronic masturbating session. No, not me, you dirty sod. Age, 32. Sex, always on his mind. Occupation, natural herbalist. Hair color, graying. Eye color, brown. Weight, 5 feet 10 inches. Jacob was a natural herbalist who I invited over one night because, hate to admit this, I was excited at the kind of work he did. Being someone who is always looking for solutions to help people, I thought, wow, like-mindedness. Never assumed that talking about career on a dating site can actually be read as cockle-doodle-doo teasing. So, shortly after drinking his cup of tea, quite quickly I might add, mid-sentence of talking about natural remedies for the common flu, he said, "What am I doing here?" Unsure if he had had a turn, I began noticing some tension in his face. I quickly realized, oh shit, he thought I had invited him for sex. Not feeling that way, I quickly fumbled and the evening ended swiftly. Despite not having the same agenda and not seeing eye to eye on a few subjects, he had a somewhat erratic manner. Mr. Light Relief contacted me, asking if I wanted to share the costs to a personal development event in Cardiff. Really keen to go, as is one of my dream speakers I had wanted to see if he ever came to the UK, I agreed to go. I had to really weigh up the advantages and disadvantages. We agreed on sharing a room, and he promised he wouldn't try anything. No friends with benefits, just friends. Having made the status between us clear, in my mind I was really looking forward to the adventure, accompanied for a change. Whilst we were traveling on the train, I noticed Mr. Light Relief seemed to be getting sharp with me for no reason. We were just having a conversation. The highly sensitive type, which I am, I tried to ignore him. Maybe the iron face gave it away that I wasn't impressed with him. After his visit to the toilet, his attitude changed, and he seemed back to a more pleasant man, relaxed, facial muscles calmer, charming, pleasant, and courteous. Nearing our destination, which was only a walk away from the training venue for the weekend, he seemed to be getting tense and sharp, and I thought maybe it was his nerves. Again, thought he seemed to be using me as his punch bag. I don't think so. Make sure I don't get up, my motto. By the time he had got to the hotel, I needed a drink. I don't even drink much. I was just so tense. Bags in the room, hotel bar, here I come. I didn't need him to accompany me, and as a reformed drinker, I didn't want him to be pushed over the edge by me. As I went to the bar, he said, I just need to nip out. We were actually in the middle of nowhere, and it was dark outside. 5 minutes or so later, he was back, all smiles and back to his normal chatty self. I thought, that was odd, and thought I would observe this over the next few days and try to stay out of his way as much as I can, just in case I was feeling his odd behavior. It was quite unsettling. I found I couldn't relax myself around him, yet he didn't seem to be too bothered, front teeth chattering on the dinner table, extracted from his mouth whilst eating. Ugh, come on, what the... Well, not sure if he realized, but the following morning he woke up early and I was just coming around. I was on my guard, just in case he lost the plot during his sleep. I could hear him banging around and swearing under his breath. Once in the bathroom, I heard that sound of a deep exertion and thought, oh, good God, hasn't. Oh, good God. Sure enough, attitude upon leaving the bathroom? Different man. Whistling, cheery, bright, trying not to disturb me. And that is how he was throughout the whole weekend. On the way home on the train, he couldn't hold back. It was a long journey, and maybe it is not the same on the Midnight Express because of the motion, jerking of the train. Well, his outburst said it all. He began attacking my morals and values, which was uncalled for, and then the announcement to the whole of the Cardiff Central packed with commuters, ending his sentence with, "You're a fucking cock teaser." Well, I have been called some things in my life, but this was a first. Make sure you clarify everything. Natural relief in herbal forms was not quite the same interpretation for Mr. Light Relief. He was very in touch with himself, so much so that he would have to spend time alone with himself regularly. Each year, I sent him a box of tissues for Christmas.